What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kev back with another video. Today's topic is going to be silence and why it's crucial in a very noisy world that we live in. So, to believe it or not, the world itself is actually pretty calm. It's actually pretty not as noisy as you think it is. Depending on where you are, depending on your location, depending on the things that play in your mind over and over again, you could silence your mind, and you could also have your environment silence your life in a way also, like one of those peaceful settings in the middle of nowhere, or somewhere like in a park where it's some type of vibe where you're in your own solitude. And I think it's very important to recognize the benefits of silence. And I understand that people out there, they're not able to do this. And the reason is because they're always distracted. And they have to remember that they can't always be distracted all the time. Sometimes they have to just really just think about it and say, you know what, let me stop from listening to music. Let me stop myself from watching movies, TV shows, playing video games, or whatever form of distraction. Like even just talking to people, sometimes you just kind of need some time to yourself. And when you do this for you, you realize that things start to become a little bit strange at first, where now you start listening to your thoughts. And then that's what's becoming noisy for you now. Because your brain can't handle the stillness of what you're trying to convey of an action to yourself. And that's very crucial to know why this is happening. And the reason why this is happening is because you have been getting used to the fact that your brain has been consuming so much. And it's been consuming so much is because you trained it to consume a lot of information, a lot of whatever it is that you adjusted your brain to do all the time. And the reason is because not everybody talks about this. It's not a subject matter that people want to even introduce, because if you silence everything, you're not going to do anything in regards to consumerism. You know, there's commercials, there's movies, there's TV, there's people trying to sell you things in the street. It's a noisy world that we live in. And if we just refrain from like doing anything, we're not really gonna do much, actually, which is interesting. So it's like we're not gonna walk outside and start buying things. We're not gonna watch a movie or an ad that tries to sell us something. We just kind of just get to a point where we have like a diet on the things that we consume through our eyes, with our ears, with these sensories. And once you do that from time to time, and I'm not saying you have to do this every single day, but at least do it to a point where you feel like you have just garnered way too much information, too much entertainment. It bombarded you, and you just feel a little bit overwhelmed. Your spirit feels overwhelmed, and you just want to cease it. And when you start feeling like that, shut off everything. Just shut it off. You know, if you go ahead for a car ride with no music on, you're not crazy. It happens where people just don't want to listen to anything, and they just want to be in their own solitude, in their own silence, and just drive around. Or go for a walk with no headphones. I have headphones now, but this was because I was, running errands, and, but I realized this is why I did this. This is why I made these videos, because I realized I don't need these. I don't need these headphones to distract me or to make me feel a certain way, to make me listen to music, to make me enjoy the day. I could enjoy the day with just my own self. I don't know how to say this. I don't know how else to say it, really. So just refrain from entertainment. Refrain from music. And I know for a lot of people, music is life to them, and that's absolutely understandable. I love music, and I'm not going to take that away from anyone. But what I'm saying is, when your spirit just feels like it's just something, there's too much of something that you're getting, and you need to diet from it, and you need to say like I just can't do this right now. I don't want to do this anymore. Let me take a break. It's absolutely healthy to do that. So I would just say, for your spirit, make sure you limit the things that you are giving to yourself, because that's what's going to differentiate you from the people that are in this matrix of living where they're constantly needing some type of sensory input for themselves, when they're not really giving any output to the world, not producing anything, not creating. They're just consuming. So hopefully this resonates with you all. And if it did, please press like down below. Go ahead and have a comment down in the section below. And let's start discussing this and see how everybody else feels about it. Hopefully this helped you all again, because this is what helped me. So all right, everybody, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.